here in beautiful Alabama. All right, little update for you guys. CFBR updater has been updated one more time. Download speed for the entire game to download is a little over an hour now, instead of 5 hours. Okay, so just to let you know, my developer he went ahead and he tweaked it even more, and we've been playing with it and playing with it and playing with it through Xbox Live's friggin' network errors that they've been having and all that crap. So anyway, just to let you know, when it asks for an update, make sure that you hit yes, so that way then you get the latest updater on there. All right, and like I said, with the college football revamp, now we'll download in a little over an hour the entire thing. Okay, so just to let you know. All right, now we've got 8 consoles here. Okay, I'm slipping. I didn't do 10. I did 8. All right. Good God. Anyway, we're going to start it off here with Mr. Will, the Baconator Bacon. Okay. Sorry, Will. Had to do it, man. All right, anyway. Will went ahead. He purchased a console off the website from us. This is it, Will. Okay, this is yours. It's a 120 gig. All right, RGH3. We're going to fire it up. Make sure everything works. Let me turn off that light for a little bit better of an effect there. Okay. And it's booting up, and there we are. Life is good. Okay, now we're gonna go through this crazy thing. Okay, so work with me, ladies and gentlemen, as we go through this. Now, all of these systems are Open Alliance servers. They all got a 1-year part and labor warranty. Okay, you got BO2, MW3, Ghost, and Advanced Warfare offhosts, as well as Jiggy and Sentinel. All right, which are GSC menus for BO2. You also have college football revamped, and of course you have Purge for gtaV. So, anyway, needless to say, as you can see, update available, yes, and right now it's at a partial download, so hit yes, please, and thank you. Life is grand. All right, let it rip, skip. All right, now as you can see, we're into show all. We're going to go ahead. We're going to go to Xbox 360. Let's start off here. All right, and we're going to work our way through. So, like I said, 120 gig, small complement on here. So on and so forth. NCAA football, college football, revamped, version 17.1 on there. All right, you got Xbox Live Arcade. You got some Live Arcade on there. You got your homebrew section where all your tools reside. Then, of course, you have your emulators on there. You got Super Nintendo, you got Game Boy, you got Sega, back to Super Nintendo. Not a full complement, but enough that could fit on a 120 gig drive. All right, now we're going to go to Xbox 360. We're going to hit the dashboard. All right. And hopefully it will be up and online and everything's good. There you go. Hello again, Will the Baconator. You're on Alliance Live. Welcome to Alliance Live, okay? So anyway, you're all good. You got 119 reserve days left. You'll have 120 when you get it. Okay, got it. Good. Bypass the sign-in. As you can see, it's up. It's online. It's live. All right. Our beautiful eyeball-pleasing HUD. And then, of course, over in our fifth tab, we have our advanced warfare cheats. We have 3 cheats, ghost cheats, and modern warfare 3 cheats. To disable, hit A. To enable, hit A. All right. And we're going to bring this back to Xbox Home. All right, and that's going to take us back to Aurora. Now, listen. Also, guys, Xbox Live is having some problems, okay, with their network, okay, with signing in. All right, now, luck of the draw, until they get it fixed or whatever it is that they're doing, we don't know what the hell they're doing, okay? We just know that download and upload speed is horrible right now, okay? Don't know why, but it just is, and people are having problems signing in. Some people, no problems, some people, problems, okay? Just weird, okay? But it's a network issue. It's nothing to do with the consoles, all right? It's just the point that Xbox Live is deciding to be spotty right now. So, just a warning to you, okay? All right? Now, also, when you get these things, all right, you're going to have not only a link to this video, but you're also going to have a link to the startup setup video. That is used for the first time when you fire this thing up, okay? Please, whatever you do, watch that video before you fire this thing up. All right, because there's going to be some important instructions that you need to follow on there to get it up on your network for the first time. After that, you can just boot it up like you normally do. Okay, but remember, when you first put it on your network, you got to follow those instructions. Otherwise, it's going to sit there at the Xbox 360 logo forever. All right, and we don't want that. Okay, so please, when I give you that link, please watch that video fully. Okay, it explains also FTP. It explains Xbox 360 neighborhood, how to copy files and folders over, all kinds of crazy stuff, okay? So please watch that video. Very, very important, all right? And Will, listen, thank you for your business, man. I greatly do appreciate it. You're awesome. And I'm going to be going ahead. We're going to be shipping it off tomorrow. You'll have a tracking number and email, along with a link to the video and all that, okay? And thank you again. I greatly do appreciate it. And also, all you guys out there, thanks for watching. I greatly do appreciate that as well. All right, now, okay, we're done with the Baconator. Okay, so we're gonna put Will away here. Where's my bacon grease? All right, here we go. Mr. Colby Lee. Okay, Colby went ahead. He purchased the console off the website from us. Colby, this one is yours right here. Okay, and we're gonna fire it up. All right, and I did your modified ROL, what you wanted. Okay, you wanted 7 color changing fading, and then you wanted white, red, white, red, white. Okay, so on and so forth. Okay, so we did that for you. All right, now I'm gonna place you over here. Sorry about the shaking and everything. Hey, Hype, how are you, man? Good to see you. What's happening, BM? Good to see you too, brother. All right, now, tell you what we're going to do here. All right, we're going to go ahead, and this thing's going to go hook up into Aurora. I'm going to sync this controller up here, so that way then it's just not sitting there. There we go. Okay. Yes, please and thank you. Remember to grab that update because you know that's the one that my dev just finished. Okay, and it's live now. So please download it because it's going to make the updating experience way faster than what it's ever been. Okay, so just to let you know. All right. So now, again, 120 gig drive. Okay, we're going to go through this thing. All right. As you can see, we start off here. We work our way through. As you see, of course, NCAA college football revamped on there. I wouldn't leave that off. All right. You got your Xbox Live, and then of course you have your homebrew section, and then you have your emulators. We'll bring this back here. We'll hit Xbox 360 dashboard, make sure that she's up and online. Let's see, is it going to make it? Is it going to do it? Is it going to do it? Yes, no, maybe? This is what happens when Xbox Live acts like a moron. Okay, sorry about that. Hang on 1 second. Let me restart the console. Sometimes you got to do this. It's the nature of the beast. All right, we'll fire it back up. As you can see, of course, RGH3. The boot times are freaking awesome on it, as usual. All right. Sorry about that. Just the way it is. Okay. Now, all right, here we go. Now we're going to boot up again into Aurora. Thank you, Xbox Live Network. I really do love you, like athlete's foot. Oh, come on, find the server, will you? There it goes. Okay. When you see the green stuff moving around, then when it stops, that means it locked on the server. Okay. Now it's going to get into Aurora here. Here we are. No, well, let's see here. Please and thank you. Okay, now let's see here. All right, we'll go here. And now we'll go ahead. Xbox Live Neighborhood is not playing nice at all. It is not playing nice at all. Okay? See, this is what I'm saying. This is what happens when they're doing something. I don't know what they're doing, but that's the reason why it's sticking right now. See now the way that you can take care of that, well, you power it off, and just to show you, just so you guys can see, all right? Power it back on, hit the eject button, leave the tray hanging out. There we go. Okay? And now what will happen is it'll go into bypass mode. Bypass mode is simply where we're not going to have a network connection right now. It will be connected to the local area network, but it will not be connected to Xbox Live or the internet. All right? Now, I'm going to go here. All right? Let's try this once again, shall we? All right? See? It's a network. Because now, as you can see, now it's going to try and find a server, so this is going to take a second here. I'm going to show you what you got to do with this crazy thing. All right? Because sometimes this is what happens. You know, it figures. What else is new? There's always going to be one that's going to give me a problem. Come on, you stupid thing. Hurry up. Stop looking for the network. You're not going to find it, okay? There you go. All right. Now, this is what you do. Go over here. Go to settings for the system. Go to network settings, okay? Now we're going to click on Netgear. We're going to test the Xbox Live connection. All right, we should get a check mark and 2 red X's or 2 check marks and a red X, one or the other, okay? We're going to see here. We'll see how Xbox Live Strong is doing. So it's going to go ahead. It's going to test. Yeah, it looks like it's going to make it to the network. Well, it'll make it to the internet. But it should not make it to Xbox Live. Okay? So let's see what happens here. And this is what happens when you have an RGH. Sometimes, you know, it's just the way that it is. Alright, now this should fail any second. Come on! Stop playing with me. I'm going to hurt you 9 times. There you go. Alright, now. Okay, so we cancel out of that. Okay, so we have network connection. We have that. Service is up. Xbox Live status failed. That's Dash Launch doing its job. Okay? Now, what we're going to do is once that fails, okay, we're going to go ahead, we're going to power it off, and now what we're going to do is we're going to power it back on, and hopefully, with the same amount of luck, it will make it to the dashboard and everything will be fine and dandy, okay? Sometimes you got to do that. It's just the way it is. What am I going to tell you? All right, now. All right, as soon as the green stuff stops moving around, yep, she locked. Okay, that's good. Now, let's see what happens here. I'm still not getting any notification from my server saying that it's up. Okay? So, obviously, there's a problem with the internet on this thing right now. Okay? I'm sorry about that. Let me see here. Let me try something out. Yeah, and it's there. It just doesn't say welcome to Xbox. Well, welcome to Alliance. So let's do this, and we're going to check this. And this is another little thing that you have to do to make sure that everything is right. Okay? Yeah, it's the network. It's not letting me connect here. Let's see. There we go. Okay, good. All right, now we'll go to network. Let's see. All of them are red. Okay. And then you see, what you got to do here is if you go into network here, right? You got live block, live strong, and XHTTP. Okay. All of these have to be red. If one of these is green like that, okay, either one, whatever. Or if all of them are green, turn them red. Okay. And then what you do, you hit RB, X to save it, beat it back out of it, and it'll reboot, and it should go into Aurora, and everything should be fine and dandy. All right. But I'm going to have to clear the South Bridge on this one, and that takes about 5 minutes to do. So I'm going to have this, fine and dandy, but, we're going to put this one away for right now. I'm sorry about that, Colby. I really am. We'll try it in about 5 minutes or so. Let me do this one here. Let me see if it is the South Bridge where we have to go ahead and you got to clear it. Okay? So anyway, we're going to go here. Okay? Mr. Lewis Swammer. Okay, he got a 250 gig drive. Lewis, this one is yours. All right, we're going to boot it up. Let's see the kind of follies that we go through now, shall we? Oh, boy, does that piss me off. All right, system booted. Here we go. Now, let's see what happens here. Like I said, that could be just, like I said, it just maybe needs to have the South Bridge cleared or whatever. So then that way, then it'll give it a new DNS setting. Who knows? We'll give it a shot here. But that, yep, you see this one? Welcome to Alliance. Everything is all cool. So on and so forth. Okay? So, yeah, I'm going to do not now, ask me later. Okay, now, this one's 250 gig drive, okay? We're going to go ahead. Poor Colby. Don't worry, Colby, I got you, man. All right, anyway, start off at the dashboard, work our way through, and as you can see, a little bit more compliment on this thing. This is actually a 320 gig drive, okay? Because my 250s didn't come in quick enough, so I was just like, I'm not holding back anything for people, so I gave him a 320 gig drive as a compliment from me to him because I didn't want to hold back, and just say, oh, I didn't get a 250 gig drive yet, Now they came in tonight, though, so life is good. All right. So anyway, you got Xbox Live Arcade. You got a bunch of Live Arcade on there as well. Then, of course, you have your homebrew section where your tools reside. Now, you got classic games on this one. This one, you got Tony Hawk's Underground, Halo 2, Midnight Club, so on and so forth. Okay, indie games. You got a couple indie games on there. And then emulators. You got NES Emulator, Game Boy Advance, Sega, MAME, Super Nintendo, back to NES Emulator, okay? So this has got a full complement of emulators on it, okay? So now, here we go. We'll go ahead. Now we'll hit the dashboard. Let's see what happens here, shall we? It didn't give me, see what I'm saying? Okay, this is Xbox Live Network right here. Screwing up something fierce as usual. All right? I'm telling you, picked a bad night to do this crap. Thank you, Microsoft. I really love you, okay? All right, now we cancel. See, you got the 2 X's on there. All right, life is good. Let's bring it back. Let's see if we can connect to this damn thing now. All right, so we'll go back. Go back to Xbox Home. All right. Now what we'll do here, let's see what we got here. All right, now we'll go ahead. We'll go into Dash Launch. And it's not Dash Launch. It's Dash Launch, okay? Network. Yep, see those two? Turn them red. Okay. Save. Back out. And we should wind up back at Aurora. Yep, and there we go. Now we got it. Okay. Yes, it's Xbox 360 Live Network. It's Xbox 360 Live Network screwing up as usual. Let's see here now. Now we'll go to the homebrew section. Or we'll go to the original dashboard. We'll see what happens here. Oh man, this network is really screwed up. I freaking hate you, Microsoft. I really, really hate you. Let's see here. We bring this back here. Yeah. It's the network. The network is really screwing up tonight. I'm sorry, guys. It's just Xbox Live, man. I'm gonna tell you, this is what you got to deal with sometimes. I'm gonna go ahead and what I'm gonna do is, let me try stopping it and starting it again. Sorry about that. Like I said though, ooh, boy, oh boy, I'm telling you, I can't get a break. All right, let's see what happens now. Now that I restarted it. Oh, friggin' network, unbelievable, unbelievable. Like I said, and people are paying for this too. Okay, so when you pay for gold, guess what? This is the experience you get with gold. Okay. All right, now, not now. Now we'll try that. Let's see how that works out. Yep, Xbox Live. Okay, so guys, listen, it's spotty. Xbox Live is spotty. I'm very sorry about that. It's not me. It's Xbox Live. The console will go online. Okay, it's just, what am I gonna tell you? Oh man, oh my God. Okay, so anyway, Mr. Schwenner, thank you so much for your business. I greatly do appreciate it, and believe me, I will make sure that they all go online before they leave. Okay, because I'm not going to have a mess. All right, here we go. Justin Latham. Okay, you got a 120 gig drive. Justin, this one is yours. And again, I'm sorry about that, guys. I really am. All right, Justin Latham. Here we go. I'm gonna fire his up. Let's see the magic stuff that happens now. Okay. Oh, friggin' Microsoft. Oh, you little mother. Oh, if I didn't have to watch my language on this, boy, I'm going to tell you right now because, wait a minute. Italian. Kingatanagulo, Babangulo, the sort of Mr. Mom, and with that. Babangulo, Microsoft. All right. Not now. Okay. Now. Justin. Sorry, it's a mafia coming out of me. What am I going to tell you, all right? Anyway. Okay, as you can see, we start off at at Xbox 360, start off at the dashboard, work our way through. And as you can see, of course, Ncaa Football 14, College Football Revamped on there. You got your Xbox Live Arcade on there. You got your homebrew section on there with your tools. And, of course, you have your emulators on there as well, as you can see. And then, we're going to go ahead, Xbox 360. We'll go ahead, hit that. Let's see what happens now. Oh, look, I got a challenge. Oh, look at that. It's back up again. Ah! Kill! Kill! Ah! Okay. Anyway. It's up on live with a good gtaV. Hit the guide button. Bring it over. Okay, there you are, your advanced warfare cheats, BO2 cheats, ghost cheats, modern warfare 3 cheats, so on and so forth. Disable A, enable A. Pretty easy. Let's bring this back. Let's shut it off before it screws up anymore, okay? Jesus Christ. Oh. Alright, Justin, there you go. Yeah, I guess 2 out of 2 ain't bad. Jesus. Alright, so anyway, there you go, Justin. Thank you so much for your business, man. I really do appreciate it. Shipping it off tomorrow. You'll get your tracking number and all that kind of mumbo jumbo in the email. Alright. Now we got, let's see here, we got Mr. Adam Easterling. Okay, Adam's got a 320 gig drive in this thing. RGH3. We're going to fire it up. Let's see what magic happens now. I'm going to probably get hit with a glitter bomb or something like that. Adam, this one is yours, brother. Okay? I'm going to fire this thing up here. Let's go. I might fire up those other 2 at the end of this video and see what happens with them. Okay? Because that's just ridiculous. Alright. Anyway. Okay, we're going to go ahead. We'll sync the controller up. Make sure everything's working on this dang thing. Alright. Now, let's see what kind of fits this one gives me, huh? Shall we? It's taking its time. Oh, no, it locked. Okay, that's good. Let's see. I'm going to boot into Aurora. Yep, there we go. Okay. Welcome to Alliance. Okay. Obviously, they had a gigantic network fart. Alright. Now, ask me later. Okay, so anyway. Alright. Start off here. Work our way through. Okay, Xbox 360 dashboard, as you can see. Full complement. A Bulletstorm on there. Borderlands. Call of Duty on there. All kinds of crazy stuff. Gears of War series. The Mass Effect trilogy, so on and so forth. Of course, Ncaa Football 14 with College Football Revamped on there. Saints Row, all that crap. Alright, go ahead. Get your Xbox Live Arcade on there. Got a ton of Live Arcade. Got your homebrew section where your tools reside. And then, of course, you got your classic games on there. You got 3 classic games that you can play. Also, remember that you gotta put it in bypass mode to play classic games, and the full XBLA live section, you've got to be in bypass mode. Okay? Otherwise, you're going to sit there at a black screen wondering what the hell's going on. Okay? Just to let you know. Alright, so anyway, voice changer, so on and so forth. And just to show you guys, I'm going to show you guys what we're how and who with this, okay? So anyway, here's your emulators right here. NES emulator, Game Boy Advance, Sega, MAME, Super Nintendo, back to NES emulator. Okay, so on and so forth. Now we'll hit the dashboard. Let's see what kind of magic happens now. Oh, look, it magically connected. Yeah, like I said, they had a gigantic freaking network fart. Somebody tripped over the Ethernet cord in the data center, I'm telling you. All right, so anyway, up and online and live, of course. Our beautiful guide, and of course, we'll go ahead to say, okay, now you have your Advanced Warfare cheats, BO2 cheats, Ghost cheats, and Modern Warfare 3 cheats. To disable, hit A. To enable, hit A. Very easy. Bring this back to Xbox Home. Okay, so on and so forth. All right, and now take it back. Now, also, guys, with the classic games, like I said, if you don't put it in bypass mode, okay, the end result is this. Okay, if you're online and you're playing and you want to play a classic game, well, you can go to the classic game. All right, and now here's what will happen. Okay, if you try to play it with it online. All right, absolutely nothing. Say it again. Yeah, that's right. Because you got a big black screen here. Because it interferes with the server. It's poking two memory locations at the same time. And with a power PC, that's not a good idea. Okay, so, you know, it's not anybody's fault. It's just sometimes you wind up a collision or whatever. So what we do is this, okay? We put it in bypass mode. Bypass mode is simply this. We power the console up. We want to play a classic game or XBLA, the full versions, right? Power it on. Hit eject. Let the tray hang out, okay? Aurora will pull the tray back in. And I'll show you how you can play your classic game on here, okay? So anyway, she's going to boot up now. She's not going to be connected to the outside internet, okay? She's just going to be connected on your LAN network. So you can connect to it through Xbox 360 Neighborhood or FTP to transfer files and folders over and all that kind of crap, okay? Just to let you know. So you'll notice now, right, when you hit the guide button here, let me go ahead and power this on here. When you hit the guide button, you're going to get a regular gray, HUD right there, okay? Well, back out of there, and then what we'll do is we'll go over to the classic games right here, okay? And then what we'll do is we'll fire off Tony Hawk. And as you can see, now we get the Xbox logo, and of course the game is going to start, and it's going to play, and all that kind of good stuff, and everything's going to be fine and dandy with it, all right? I am going to tell you this, though, right now, okay? As with anything, okay? Now, as you can see, it started up, everything's cool, everything's fine and dandy, and it's going, okay? Life is grand. All right, there's Tony Hawk with all that crap and everything else, okay? Yeah, we know. Thank you, warning. Yeah, okay, get on with it. Come on. Okay, and as you can see, there you are. Okay, and there it is playing. Okay, so there's your classic game playing. All right, now, I'm going to tell you right now, if you pull up the guide on some of these games, it's going to fatal crash. When you're done with the game, you can pull up the guide and quit or whatever, but it might fatal crash. It depends on what game that you're playing, okay? Sometimes it happens, you can't help that. All right, because it is an emulator. It's emulating an original Xbox, okay? Which, why does that, I don't know. But, hey, it is what it is. But if you hit the guide button and you wind up with a fatal crash, don't worry. You didn't hurt anything. You didn't blow anything up. It's just that it had a problem. It's that simple. So we'll hit the guide. Let's see if it crashes. No, this one didn't crash. Okay, good. So we can go back to Xbox Home. Yes, that takes you back. That'll take you back to Aurora. All right, also now, with XBLA, okay? You want to play Xbox Live Arcade, right? All right. Let's see here now. To play the full versions of these games, you got to have it in bypass mode, okay? So, let's see here. We'll try Aegis Wing. What the hell? See what happens? On an unhandled exception error. See? This is what happens sometimes when you do that. Yeah. That's what will happen sometimes. So, we'll just restart it. And then what we'll do is we'll bring it back and we'll do it again. And then it'll be fine. It's just a place in memory. It just didn't like it. Let's try this here. Let's do this one here. Alright. Let's try a different one just for haha's sake. Okay, there we go. Alright. And there's the full version Xbox Live and all that kind of good stuff. Like I said, sometimes that happens. That's just the nature of the beast. Okay? And you just restart it. It's fine. It's just the way it is. And as you can see, there's a full version of it. Okay? So, there you go. Alright, now we'll hit the guide button. We'll go back home, and there you have it. All right, so Adam, there you go, brother. Thank you so much for your business. I greatly do appreciate it. You're awesome. And like I said, I'm going to ship this off to you tomorrow. You'll have a tracking number, all that kind of good stuff. So we're going to say goodbye to Adam now. Now what I'm going to do is we have this one right here. This one happens to be Mr. David Domelick. Okay, and David, he did a send-in with us. Okay, so this one is now dubbed Liquid Cocaine. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Ooh, the drip. The drip. All right. So anyway, David, this one's yours. Go fire it up. Okay. All right. Good old David. All right. It was like, dude, you're snorting my console. Yeah, I know. All right. And we're going to boot up. Let's see what kind of frolicking, happy stuff this thing friggin' does to me. All right. God almighty. Let me sync the controller up here. Okay. Now, ask me later. Thank you. Okay. Now, this one's a 500 gig. All right. So, this one's got a ton of crap on it. Okay. Let's see here now. Xbox 360. Start off at the dashboard. Pro Samurai. You got the Battlefield. You got the Call of Duties on here. You got a ton of stuff. Crisis Defiance. You can play with your Dragon Balls. Okay. And then you can do a Raging Blast if you want. Blast, I said raging. Alright. MMA, Fable 2, Gears of War, Grand Theft Auto series, Halo series, Mass Effect trilogy, okay, Midnight Club, Mortal Kombat, Ncaa Football 14, College Football Revamped, PGR 4, PopCap Collection, Red Dead Redemption, Resident Evil. You got your Saws on there, Skyrim, Sonic, you know. I mean, you got a ton of stuff on here. I mean, a ton. Alright, and there you go. And there's Wolfenstein. Alright, now, right. You got a lot of Xbox Live on this thing. There's a bunch of XBLA on this thing. Alright, and then of course you have your homebrew section where your tools reside. You got your indie games on there. You got a ton of indie games on there too as well. And then of course you have your classic games on there. Now this, you have a lot of classic games to choose from the original Xbox, okay? And of course you have your emulators, okay? You got a full complement of them. Alright, you got Super Nintendo, NES emulator, Game Boy Advance, Sega, MAME, back to Super Nintendo, so on and so forth. Okay, we'll hit show all, there you go. And we'll go to Xbox 360, okay? And now what we'll do is we'll hit the dashboard and see what kind of pain Xbox Live is going to put me through. Oh, none. Wow, I'm impressed. All right? And there you go. You're up, you're online, you're live, our beautiful eyeball-pleasing HUD. And over in the fifth tab, our Advanced Warfare Cheats, BO2 Cheats, Ghost Cheats, and Modern Warfare 3 Cheats, so on and so forth. Now, we'll go ahead, we'll bring this back. And there you have it, David. David, thank you very, very much for your business, man. I really do appreciate it. Shipping it off tomorrow. You'll have your tracking number and everything else. All right. And also, of course, the link to the startup setup video. All right. Now we're going to say goodbye to liquid cocaine here, as much as I don't want to say goodbye to it, but that's okay. All right. Now, here we go. Mr. Dylan Wade. Okay. Dylan has sent in here. Okay. And this one here is 250 gig drive. All right. And Dylan, you remember your little friend right here, right? Well, now it's Frankenstein. Okay. So, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to put you over here. They better boot, otherwise I'll kill it myself. I promise you. All right, now. All right. Let's sync this controller up here. All right. Here we go. Life is good. It should boot into Aurora now, any minute now. Any second. Come on. You can do it. Come on, Xbox Live. You know you want to. There you go. Alright. Not now, ask me later. Okay? And there you have it, okay? So now, we'll go through this thing. Alright, Xbox 360. Okay? I'm going to start off here. And of course, you get your Battlefield, your Call of Duties on here, all that crap. Gears of War series, Grand Theft Auto series, Halo series, and of course, College Football Revamped. Yes, version 17.1, ready to go. So on and so forth. Xbox Live Arcade. You got a ton of Live Arcade on here as well. You got your homebrew section where your tools reside. Then, of course, you have your classic games on here. And you have your indie games. And, of course, you have your emulators on here with a full complement, of course. Game Boy Advance, Sega, MAME, Super Nintendo. NES emulator back to Game Boy Advance. All right, now, we'll go ahead. We'll hit Xbox 360. We'll hit the dashboard here. All right, let's see what happens now. Yeah, good. Uneventful. That's a good thing. Okay, got it? Good. Okay. Bye-bye. And yes, I did save your profile on this thing for you too, as well. All right, just so you know. All right, now we'll hit the guide button. And then over on the fifth tab, we have our Advanced Warfare Cheats, BO2 Cheats, Ghost Cheats, and Modern Warfare 3 Cheats. Disable A, enable A. Pretty easy. Bring it back. There you go. Dylan, thank you for your business, man. I greatly do appreciate it. Shipping it off tomorrow. You have the tracking number and all that stuff in your email, okay? And remember to watch the dang video that I send along with it, too. All right, because otherwise you'll be staring at that Xbox 360 logo for a very long time. All right, we're going to power this off now. And now what we're going to do, all right, is we got one more, and I'm going to try those other two that didn't get on the network, just for ha-ha's sake. See what happens here. Okay, so now we have Mr. Ahmed Scylla. Okay. Now, Med went ahead and he did a send-in service with us. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead here. And this one here happens to be I'm going to change the power supply on this one. Because this one happens to be here a Slim E. Okay? So, I'm going to change the power supply on here. Thankfully, I have all the power supplies on my desk, easily accessible, so that way that I'm not ripping my hair out. Okay? Going, oh, I'm going to get the power supply like an idiot. Yeah. All right. Ahmed. Okay, brother. I'm going to fire this thing up. And as you can see, it fired up. Let's see how she boots. Just like a retail. Okay. So, there you are. Life is grand. Alright, I'm going to boot into this thing. Let me sync the controller up here. Okay. Here we go. Alright. We're good. Now let's see if it makes it on the network, shall we? Any day now. Come on, you know you want to do it. I love the way Xbox Live has been having problems, boy, lately. This has been ridiculous, okay? I've had people message me saying, I can't download my profile, and all of a sudden they're like, oh, it downloaded. And I'm like going like, oh my God. It's just like, really? Seriously? Is this how you run a professional data center? Very sorry. Sorry, people. All right. Well, anyway, all right. Xbox 360, like I said, full complement 500 gig. All right, start off with the dashboard, work our way through. We got a ton of stuff on here for you. Your Call of Duty's on here, Modern Warfare, MMA, Fable 2, Gears of War, Grand Theft Auto series, Halo series, Mass Effect trilogy, Midnight Club, Mortal Kombat, 2K16, and of course NCAA Football 14 with college football revamped, so on and so forth. You got a ton of stuff on here. All right, now Xbox Live Arcade, yeah, you got a ton of that on there too. And of course you have your homebrew section where your tools reside. You have your indie games on there. You have classic games on there, of course. You got a ton of classic games on there as well. And then they have your emulators. I hate when it does that. Oh, does that burn me up? Something down on the tile artwork. Because they like to use a blank cover for the first choice, unfortunately. There you go. And Whammo, there it is, okay? You can change the artwork on these if you want. All you got to do is just hit Y, bring it down here, and then download cover, and it'll give you a bunch of covers that people have made for them over the years or whatever, okay? You have custom covers for them and everything, so you can do that as well, all right? And you got Sega, MAME, Super Nintendo, FC 360, Game Boy Advance, and back to Sega. All right, now, what we'll do is we'll make sure that she's up and in line. Go ahead. Let's see what happens. Good. We got a placard. All right, life is good, and you're up, you're online, and you're live. Our beautiful eyeball-pleasing HUD. And again, over on the fifth tab, we have our advanced warfare cheats. We have 2 cheats, ghost cheats, and modern warfare 3 cheats. To disable, hit A. To enable, hit A. Very easy. Bring it back, and there you have it. All right, so Ahmed, thank you for your business, man. I greatly do appreciate it. We're going to ship it off to you, okay? And your other 250 gig drive, okay, back to you tomorrow. You'll have a tracking number and your email and all that kind of good stuff, all right? Now, we're going to say goodbye to Ahmed. All right, and now for ha-ha's sake, let's go ahead and try and see if we can boot up these troublesome 2 here. See if they work, okay? Now, let's see. The first one was Colby Lee, yes. Poor Colby, okay? I spoke with Colby. Colby's a really cool guy, you know? I mean, just like, you know, I felt so bad. Let's see what happens now that the power was disconnected for 5 minutes, okay? We're going to give this a shot. And Colby, again, this one is yours, okay? So, we'll go ahead. And it's got the red and white, you know, so on and so forth. ROL. Let's see what happens. All right. Now, okay. I'm going to boot up into Aurora. And this one's a 120 gig. Let me go ahead and sync up the controller here. Okay. Let's see here now. Nope, still didn't get. Obviously, something went crazy with the XEX, okay, which means one thing, okay? I'm going to have to put a new XEX on this thing. Something corrupted it when the network farted. I knew that was going to happen. Either that or it's actually the dash launch any. If that gets corrupted, sometimes you have to delete it and make a new one and put it on there. And this one is Louis Swarmer, so we're going to try this one here. And which I will do, Colby. And believe me, I will send you a picture of it online, okay? Don't worry about that now. Just I just wanted to see for haha's sake, see what these two do. All right. So this one is yeah, Lewis Swarmer. Okay. So hopefully, see what happens here. This one is a 250 gig drive. Yet that one's a welcome to Alliance. Okay. See what happens here. Okay. Not now. All right. Now we'll see if she gets up and online. Nope. Nope. Let's see here. Network. Test the Xbox Live connection. See what happens here. Okay. Alright, so Live Strong and Live Block is enabled in Dash Launch. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll back out of here and back out of here. We'll back out of here. Okay, and then what we'll do is we'll go back home here. We'll try this one more time here. And if not, I'll have to make a new launch and put a new XEX on there. See what happens. I hate when that happens. But, you know, I'm a stickler for trying to get this stuff to be right before it leaves the shop. Alright, now. Okay, network. Yep, they're both on. So we turn them off. See what happens. X to save it. B to back out. Let's see what happens now. Okay, now we'll give it a shot. Yep, it is not. Haha, wait a minute. I know why. Okay. Watch this crap. Now I know why. Okay, watch this crap. Xbox Home. Bring this back. There is an existing KB on this hard drive which was bad. Okay. Let's see what happens here. Wait a minute now. Hang on here. I'll show you how to fix that. Alright. Oh, and whenever you have to replace a KB, that's also in the startup setup guide. Right here. This one right here. X. No, I didn't want to. No, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to delete it. There we go. Alright. Now, let's fire this thing up. Now we shut it down. Now let's see if it did either with that network part, a challenge got through and it didn't receive the right response, which is all possible. Okay, which can happen, which I will put a new KB on it anyway. Okay, or the damn thing had that leftover KB from before. Let me see if it starts up. Let me see if it starts up and sets up and does all that. No, it didn't shut down and reset the KB. So obviously, when the network farted, it didn't receive the right challenge response. So of course it banned the KB. You gotta watch when it does that stuff. Yeah. See. So I gotta stick a new KB on here. Okay. And I have a feeling that's probably what's wrong with the other one too. Alright, because when it had that network error, that's what happens, okay? So, anyway, we'll get it fixed. Don't worry about it. It'll be all good, I promise you guys, alright? Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get this all done, alright? And again, I'm really sorry about that, guys, but we're going to take care of it. I'll have it taken care of, okay? Don't worry about that, none. And thank you so much for watching, guys. I greatly do appreciate it. You guys are awesome. And, we'll be taking care of these two ingrates in just a little bit. Thank you so much. You'll have a good one, guys. I'm going to holler at you later. Take care, guys. Have a great night.